And I guess it's apt for the, the temperature.
We're in a studio that's very, very hot. Jazz is dreaming about working low-paying jobs naked.
Yeah.
Hey, and that's actually the subject of one of our conversations coming up next week. We're speaking on Wednesday. Yes, we'll be speaking with Kitty Callahan about living wage. About that. Living wage, and I'll tell you about that in just a second. Coming up tomorrow, Sarah Buttonwieser is going to come. We're going to talk about the recent amendment, the Stupak amendment that our Congressman Richie Neal voted for, eliminating funding for abortions as part of health reform. Mm-hmm. Yep, Sarah has some thoughts about that. Also, we'll speak with Rob Pruitt, who does what I do, which is take pictures with his iPhone, and my iPhone has got this bluey thing on it, and he's doing basically photographs of things and items from his life, his daily life. It's like a blog, and I do something similar to that, but he does it better than I do. And he's got a show over at UMass Fine Arts Center that works in conjunction with the Andy Warhol show, and it's basically taking an iPhone, doing with an iPhone what Andy Warhol used to do with Polaroids. Andy Warhol had unlimited access to Polaroids because the Polaroid Corporation was sponsoring him. So what the guy did was he cranked out tons of pictures, and part of that is just looking at those as moments in time, pretty startling. And I think Rob Pruitt has taken that same sensibility and is doing with an iPhone. So we'll talk to him about that. And then Wednesday we'll talk with Kitty Callahan. Kitty Callahan, she's a lawyer and a social service lawyer, social justice lawyer, and talking about reintroducing a resolution to the Northampton City Council calling for Northampton to encourage living wages, businesses to pay living wages. And living wages are wages that can sustain you within the community. They can feed you, shelter you, and provide you with a good quality of life. And so that's what Jazz has dreams about. Nothing about the naked part. There's nothing that I don't think that's going to be part of the resolution. We'll ask her. And then also Nancy Tolaney, and I don't know if you've recently heard there was some controversy in Amherst. Go figure.
What controversy in Amherst?
Hard to believe, but yep, about the town of Amherst voted to accept Guantanamo people who've been released from Guantanamo, and Amherst has said in the event that they want to move to Amherst, that we will be a welcoming community, and it created a bit of a dust-up. And Nancy Tolaney for No More Guantanamo is the name of the group, will be joining us to talk about that, among other things as well. Also on Thursday, we're going to devote the whole program and the day on the river and on WHMP to a fundraiser for Food Bank, the Food Bank of Western Massachusetts. It's when we talk about the Northampton Survival Center or the Amherst Survival Center or other programs that provide food for people who don't know food security, this is where it comes from. A lot of it. The food bank is just that. It is the large repository of foods that are distributed throughout the region to help sustain neighbors, friends, and families. So
we'll be broadcasting live from Whole Foods Market in Hadley, so come visit.
We'll be hanging out there, talking with folks. We may be speaking with the agricultural secretary from the state of Massachusetts, Scott Soares. We don't know. There's tentatively scheduled, among other guests, we'll be speaking to all the people associated with the food bank. And some folks from the Northampton Cooperative Bank who are also major sponsors of this. So, and then Friday, another remote, Cereos. Cereos Market. The reason we normally do it the last Friday of every month, but that comes after Thanksgiving. So we're going to do this pre-Thanksgiving at Cereos Market. Please join us. We're going to be hanging out in the aisles, doing what we do, having fun. So that is, my God, that's the week. Mm-hmm. And then hopefully the temperature in here will be more conducive to the weather outside. I mean, there's the problem is we get dressed up for, like it's 50 degrees out, then we come in here and
it's a gabillion degrees.
Gabillion. It's
an
exaggeration. It's just as hot as the surface of the sun. That's about it. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.